I might not be an expert in English. I didn't graduate from a prestigious school. I didn't even go to college or university to learn English. However, I do take pride in my English level now. And I can confidently tell you that I taught myself English. I started learning from the beginning to advance by myself, just to YouTube and Google. So I know how it feels. I once was like some of you guys. I was afraid of speaking English. I even doubted my ability to learn the language. But I did it. I've conquered it. Hi, my name is Tatiana. I've been living in Canada for 12 years, but I've only been fluent in English for the last 2 years. Now, after living in Canada for 8 years, I came to realize that I was still a beginner, even though I've been living here for that long. Then I finally set the goal to improve my English, to be able to communicate better. I kickstart the journey and never give up in order to achieve the level that I have now. I do want to share it with you guys and make an impact on your own journey. Starting to learn English can be both exciting and rewarding. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you begin with your English learning journey. Of course, when you are a beginner, you probably have no clues about where you are at, what path you should take. Therefore, being aware of your purpose of learning English is incredibly crucial. So why is it important that you should know the intent behind the acquisition? Are you learning English for work, to study abroad, or to get a better job? Or even just for the sake of your interest? The reason could vary. However, we all have the same mission, that is to conquer English. And if you are learning English without a purpose, you are more likely to give up when you hit a roadblock, or if it doesn't interest you anymore. So, setting goals is one of the most vital steps in learning English, if not to say the most. Because no matter how tiresome it is, how difficult it is, you'll still be determined and strive to reach that goal. Once you have established the targets, this is what you should do as a beginner. After determining your goals, then learn the International Phonetic Alphabet. Now, of all the years when I was in my elementary to high schools, I've never heard of the IPA. None of my teachers mentioned about IPA. We didn't even pronounce a single word right. All we did was learn and memorize grammar. And eventually, after graduating high school, I couldn't even utter a word in English, let alone communicate in that language. Learning phonics actually benefits you with your pronunciation and is also a faster way to remember vocabulary. Keep this in mind. Pronunciation is key when it comes to learning new words and helping you understand people and be understood. You can have your own accent if you want, because it's your identity. You don't have to have the perfect American or British accent, but you have to master the IPA to have the correct pronunciation. Next step, learn the 12 verb tenses in English. More importantly, the 3 simple tenses. These are simple present, simple past, and simple future. Why? Since you are a beginner, those are the simplest and most frequently used tenses that people use on a daily basis. In English, the verbs would be used differently depending on the objects and the tenses. Let's say the word sleep. In present is I sleep, but I slept in the past and I will sleep in the simple future. Also, in the simple present tense, the word sleep would be used differently depending on the objects. I sleep, he sleeps, and we sleep. So if you understand that, it will be easier for you in your English learning journey. If pronunciation is everything you need when learning vocabulary, then vocabulary is key for you to be able to express your ideas and convey your message to people. You don't need perfect grammar, but the more words you know in English, the better you can get your point across. Some people would spend their whole life perfecting the grammar, but when it comes to speaking, they will struggle to formulate their ideas because they lack vocabulary. In the end, those are the people who have the tendency to give up on their learning journey because perfectionism will eat them alive. Be confident and just go with the flow. Don't worry about making mistakes, as that is inevitably how you learn. You should start with the most common words first. Make a list of 50 top verbs like ask, become, begin, can, could, give, have, and so on. Then you can go on with common phrases like greetings, introductions, and basic conversations. Well, I believe you all have heard of the phrase, practice makes perfect. Yes, this principle applies to various aspects of life, on anything you want to achieve in life. Just like building muscles, you have to perform 3 to 4 different kinds of exercises every day, 30 minutes to an hour a day, and 5 to 6 days a week to reach your target. And when you achieve it, you will still have to doing the work to maintain your strength. Regular practice helps rewire your brain by strengthening neural connections associated with the skill or task you are practicing. This enhances your brain's ability to perform the skill more efficiently over time. Moreover, repetition helps consolidate information and actions in your memory. With consistent practice, you're better able to recall and apply what you've learned. Last but not least, be consistent. Consistency is what you need when learning anything. And naturally, you would be so eager and hungry to learn at the beginning of the journey, though you might lose interest somewhere down the road. This is when you need to be tenacious and give yourself a push and find a thrill to continue. And that is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that I could see you in my next video. Bye!